All right, welcome back. It's me again, Colt. Yep, same guy, just stuck in this room recording alone, talking to myself. So we're talking about variables and data types in this section. If you've programmed before, you've probably come across these topics because they are not unique to Python. But if you haven't, they might sound like gibberish. Don't worry, we're going to go over all of it in this section. So at the bottom, I have a note that says mostly strings for now, because when I say data types, there's really just going to be a quick video where I introduce data types and then mainly focus on one particular type called the string, and we'll revisit other data types as we go through the course. All right, so let's talk about our objectives. There's kind of a lot for this section, so if you're one of those people who just doesn't care, then just go ahead, skip to the next video. But what we're covering, the first thing is we want to understand how to assign and use variables. So along with that, what is a variable? How to assign it, how do we use it, recall them. We want to learn Python variable naming restrictions and conventions. So what are the things you're not allowed to name variables? And then also, what are the things that you're allowed to, but you're kind of not supposed to because it's bad style? Then we're going to learn some of the different data types available in Python. So a quick overview. We're going to learn why Python is called a dynamically typed language. Then we'll focus on converting data types. So if we have something of an integer, for example, how do we convert it to a float? Or the other way around, or what if we're working with text and we want to convert that to a number? Is that possible? We're going to learn the ins and outs of strings. So we're going to spend a couple videos at the end of the section working with strings, which is a data type to hold words or text basically. And then finally, we'll build a silly little program that actually gets user input. So it's going to ask the user in the command line for now to supply some information, then we'll take that information and do something with it. So to set your expectations, it's not going to be revolutionary, but it's a big step to have some interactivity and some dynamic elements to our programs. So right now, all of our code does the same thing every time we run it, multiplies 2 times 2 and prints the answer out. But now we can multiply 2 times 3 or 4 or 5, depending on what the user says. So pretty exciting stuff. But actually, it is really important. So that's really what we're covering in this section. We're going to talk about variables first up, and then we're going to shift a bit to strings, which we use as a data type for variables. But we'll get to all that. So let's get started.